Hi, so Frank, thank you for coming here to talk to us about a home inspection. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how long you've been doing home inspections, and which areas you cover here in Houston area.
First of all, thank you so much, Lisa, for inviting me and interviewing me and giving me a chance to tell about myself. So my name is Irfan Aftab. I go by Frank as well. And my background, I'm an engineer from, I did engineering in Canada and worked around 6 years as a professional engineer. And after that, I had a construction company. For 6.5 years, I'm working as a home inspector. Previously, I have a home inspection company, around 15 years working as a professional engineer as well. So altogether, around 25 years give me confidence to work as a perfect home inspector.
That's awesome. Isn't it easy to become a home inspector? Anybody can just go to a class and become a home inspector. You don't have to have all background like you do. So I always tell it's a huge plus when your home inspector has the background like you do.
Yes, this gives me a benefit, having experience in the construction company and working as a professional engineer. My background is environmental engineering, so this gives me good benefit and confidence and work as a professional home inspector.
Which areas do you normally cover in Houston?
We are located central, close to the Galleria, which cover around 30 miles all over. So starting all the way north, the maximum I have done till Willis, and KT, Ivers goes up Sealy and further down. And north, if you go south side, going up to Texas City, so pretty much 30 miles everywhere around the Galleria or downtown area.
Okay, so you guys can come out anywhere.
Covers all of the cities.
How is your company structured? Is it just you? Do you have other people in your team?
This company I have started like 3 years back. I started my own company. I started along by myself, but I had a team who like a mold inspector, septic system inspector, different inspection companies. I have connections, but gradually I got my experience, my certification with the pool, termite, and also the mold assessment. But now I have a team. I'm growing myself. We have one professional inspector who is a bilingual. We cover Spanish market as well.
That's awesome.
And now we have 2 apprentices joining me hopefully next month, and have one office lady and one who will take care of my IT, all the website design as well. So pretty much we have 5 or 6 people working together, but 3 inspectors plus the team.
That's awesome. So your business is growing pretty fast. You just started and you already have.
Yes, I started myself. Now I'm like that's my plan to have to be grow as more and more to cover as daily. Our future plan is that maybe I extend to Dallas and Austin. That's my next goal.
Wow, that's awesome. People are buying a house, and not every. A question I always ask is, do I really need to spend this $500 to get this home inspection? Because we walk through the house looks beautiful, everything looks really nice, everything appears to be working. So why do people need to spend a couple $100s to get a home inspection? What is so important about it?
That's a very good question. We really need to educate the buyers. Like when they're going to buy the house, first they are walking the house, they look at us. It looks all beautiful, all nice cosmetics, and appliances are working it looks very beautiful, but they don't know what's going on behind the walls. How's the performance of the AC, how's the fire structure, how's the roof looks like, any previous leaks in there. So we will say that we are the inspectors. You like the house, okay, that's good, but you need to know what you're buying. It's a big investment. For $300,000, $500,000 you're spending. So you need to know what you're buying. It's a big and huge investment for your whole lifetime. So it's better to know what you're buying. So when we go in the house, we check out starting with the foundation. We check the foundation, any cracks in there, any deficiencies, any problems, any slope in the floor, and that's we check it out. And the electrical problems, we don't know what's going on. Previous codes, old codes need to be updated. We check the codes as well, which we when to buy cannot see anything like that.
Right.
And the AC performance, we are around in the house around 2 to 3 hours. So we run the AC around 2 to 3 hours, and we check it out, the performance and the condition, how old it is. Should I need to replace it? Should I need to budget for replacement? So we are all the technical things buyers need to know before they go execute the contract or they they make their mind. So we always tell them, okay, it's a good idea to have a home inspection. It's a couple of $100. So it's not a big thing when you're buying a $500,000 house.
Right. So inspectors like bad guys, right? They come in and they show you everything that's wrong with the house, like every single little thing. Because isn't it your job? Like you have
Yes,
to.
I know sometimes buyers are like, they are very excited, they are very clear in the house. And when you start saying the deficiencies in the house, oh no, this is old AC, you need to keep ready, you make your mind, something could be wrong with the AC, the foundation is cracked. And they are, I can see the faces are changing, a difference in the feeling, okay, now. But they know that, okay, they are at least they are happy, they know they have to make their mind, should they buy it or not buy it.
Right. And I like how you said, when you're buying an asset that is $200,000, $300,000, I mean, it makes sense to spend a couple $100s to just get a home inspection, make sure whatever you're getting actually is worth it.
That's right.
And the reason why you want to do that, guys, is because when you haven't closed on the property yet, your real estate agent can get a chance to negotiate those repairs, whatever needed to be done as per your inspector, can negotiate with the seller or have the seller credit you money for the repairs. So if you don't know what's wrong with it, you don't know how much money you need to budget, just like you said, how much are you going to ask from the seller? Like, are you going to be asking for a discount on the price? You'll be asking for maybe the seller to pay some closing cost. So you don't know. That's really why you need to get it. Because once you buy the home and then the next week you move in and AC goes out, it's on you.
Yes, you don't know what's going on. Yes, that's true. Especially just when I say that, okay, what's two benefits of that getting a home inspection? Either one thing is that you know what you're buying. Even your seller says that, okay, you're buying as it is, they are not giving you anything, but still you know what you're buying. So at least you can make your mind, okay, next budget, I have to budget for the AC, you can budget for the water heater. Yeah, if your seller says, okay, they can change it, sometimes you can negotiate only, you can negotiate the price, like, okay, the inspector told that these are the problems, $10,000 we have to put it below on the market. So you can negotiate the price. So you can save lots of money just spending $100, a couple of $100.
Right. Because once you buy it, there is nothing you can do.
Exactly.
That's it.
Don't do it. Yeah. So and this is very always important. Also, we have a E&O insurance. We are insured. We are bonded. If something is missed out, something is not done, we are behind. We can take care of that and everything.
Well, we're in Houston, so a lot of people want to buy a home with a swimming pool. Like, do you do house? What kind of
swimming pool? Yeah, we are certified. We have right now, me and my other inspector, we are certified the pool inspection, and the apprentice they are going to get the next one as well. Yeah,
that's
pools covered with the spa, the water feature. We do all that. Yeah, so we cover the pool inspection as well. And I know we have lots of houses have a pool, and summertime is coming. Everybody wants the pool inspection.
Of course. Okay, so you also do you do
termite? Yes, termite inspections. I am certified with the termite inspection. My inspector, they are getting in the process, but we do the termite. And termite always recommend that you should be having a termite inspection because in Texas, 70% houses are affected with the termite. So we always recommend, and especially if you have VA loan, you need to have a termite inspection. So I always tell them, okay, if you have VA loan, what kind of loan? You must go with termite.
Exactly.
Paint scratches or minor cosmetic. We don't
something that we can obviously see.
Yes.
So how many hours do you usually spend on a home inspection?
Normally it takes around 2 to 3 hours, depending on the condition of the house or size of the house. If the house is too old, big problem, then it takes around 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe more sometimes. Or if it's a house with 5,000 square feet, it's bigger house with the pool and termite, including everything, maybe 3 to 4 hours as well. I have done the house, it was a 6,000 square feet, and with the pool and termite and flying drone, it took me around 6 hours.
Wow.
So it's all depending on the size of the house. Normally 2 to 3 hours is average time. So I always encourage the buyers to come at the end so we can explain. Okay. Yeah.
No, it's great. So I always suggest that they do come to at least stop by the end of the home inspection to welcome them.
Yes, I always encourage them come at the end because it takes 2 to 3 hours and they are bored as you can see. So last 30 minutes I will invite them. They are more welcome to come in last 30 minutes, walk around the house. In the meanwhile, we'll finish and then we'll explain whatever the findings are, deficiencies, and some recommendations. It's better to come at the end.
At the end for a couple of minutes. And the reason you don't have to be there for the entire home inspection is because, your inspector is busy, he's doing the work, he's inspecting the house, and if you're going to be there following him every step of the way, it may take him not 2 hours but 5 hours, and that will come with an extra cost. So you have to come.
Sometimes we miss the point. Like
you may miss the point as well, and you don't want to distract. Just like everybody's doing their job, you don't want to be distracted. inspection usually cost? I mean, does it depend on the size, on the location?
That's true. Yeah, the inspection of the house depending on the size, year of build, and we'll look at also the area, how far it is from the location. If it is within 30 miles, we have pretty much same price. But if you're going to Galveston, if you're going to the like Huntsville, that will be a little extra. So, but normally we are within 30 miles, we are on the same price. So up to 2,000 square feet house, we charge 425. The house is not older than 1990. So like 20 years old is fine. So we can take care of that.
Okay.
So, and depending on that, the house is bigger the house is, older the house is, more problems, we charging more. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it depends. The bigger the home, obviously, the more time you're going to
And the pool is separate and termite is separate depending on the termite. Again, the house condition of the house, how old the house is. The pool is what type of pool, septic, the pool spa and the water feature is a little bit extra. And size of the pool,
Okay. So could you tell us like a little bit on when you're doing a home inspection, you cover everything? Like foundation, roof.
Yeah, roof inspection, how it works. Let me explain a little bit in the detail for the buyer's point of view.
The roof inspection? Okay.
Yes, complete home inspection. We start the house, we get in the house, turn on the AC, turn on the appliances, then we go outside. We look, first thing we look at the roof, how's the condition of the roof. If it's walkable, we walk. If we can walk, we go by ladder. We can go the ladder, or we can use the pole, taking picture from there. Or second option, you can fly the drone as well. Then we also look at the foundation, how the foundation is, any cracks in there, uneven foundation. We'll look at the foundation. The next thing is that how the AC system is working on the AC, how the cooling is going. The AC is a big thing. Like at 11 months almost, we're running AC in Houston area, so we are very much concerned about the AC system. And also the electrical. Most of the cores need to be updated. The city always having a new course for the special electrical and plumbing. So we have to make sure that we open the panel and we look at the panels, how is the condition of the cores that need to be updated or not. And then we'll come inside and look at all the windows, doors, appliances, all the bathroom, any leaks, moistures behind the wall. We use a thermal scanning, like talking about technology, we are having thermal scanning, we have a drone, we have a zip level. If we need to run the zip level to check the level of the foundation, we do that as well. So we have pretty much all the technology as well. So that's pretty much in the house with everything. When you enter in the house, we check almost everything in the house. You can name it, we do it. Other than the cosmetic, we don't check the paint and it's paint scratches or minor cosmetic. We don't check
something that we can obviously.
Yes.
So Frank, do you what other services besides home inspection you
so
guys
basic
provide?
So basic home inspection is like a complete home inspection, but extra additional services, we do termite inspection, we do pool inspection, we have a septic system inspection, water inspection, we have a mold assessment. So anything in the how when you're buying the house, we take care of all of your services. So it's called one-stop shop. Just call us and we can take care of all of your services.
Right, that way they don't have to shop or call
don't have to
all these different people and schedule different times. Awesome.
So we're there, we are inspected for everything. Okay, so we are going to start inspection, and we are starting from like the first thing, we turn on the appliances and the AC system, and then we come outside and start doing the inspection. First thing, we look at the roof. Sometimes we walk on the roof, sometimes we go just by the camera or just go by the ladder, or we fly the drone depending on what kind of roof it is and safe or not. Second thing, we can go the foundation. I can show you, we have seen something already. And the Marcelo was doing inspection, we started to gather, but he's doing something. We can show you one thing. If you look around here, the house foundation pretty much overall looks good, but sometimes there are minor cracks. You can see that, this is called the shear stress cracks. Whenever the foundation stresses, these cracks can come out, but have nothing to do with the foundation. So there is nothing to be scared, but obviously when the buyer is there, they look at the crack, they're scared maybe foundation damage. But this kind of crack, that's why we tell them, not all the cracks are foundation problems. So you have to have an inspector like us who can tell you what is foundation problem or it's just a cosmetic problem. So this house also have a sprinkler system, and we have a sprinkler turned on. So this house also have a sprinkler system, and we have a sprinkler turned on. We check all the zones one by one, and always recommending have a sprinkler system need to be inspected, especially in the Houston area. Okay, now we are on the side of the house, and what I'm looking for any cracks on the bricks or any crack in the foundation. So we're looking at the foundation. Any problem in the foundation? Normally the cracks. When you see the cracks in the walls, cracks in the foundation, we say that we call for the professional structural engineer. If we see something as a second opinion. Yeah, okay, we found one crack in the bricks. If you come closer, we can show you here. This is a crack. This is a vertical crack. So when we see the crack, we have to get the more stories, more evidence to make sure that this is the foundation crack. Sometimes these cracks are just the bricks settling crack, or sometimes they are the foundation. We have to make sure we're getting more evidence. So we will look more around the house. If we need more, then we will add on. For the AC system, we take a picture of the data sticker. We want to know how old the AC system is, and this is a compressor, and we check it out. Any problem with any issue with the compressor. When we're inside the house, the main important part is the kitchen. And the kitchen have a main thing we have to look around. And my guy, Marcelo, is already looking for a dishwasher. He turned on the microwave. What did you find the problem with the microwave?
The microwave and the range hood are working right properly. It is circulating to the outside, there are no leaks, but the surface lights are burned out inside of the microwave and at the range hood.
The microwave is working fine.
Yeah, it's working.
But
just
the
got
lights
light bulbs on both
okay.
under it and inside are
So in the kitchen, we check the stove, oven, microwave, dishwasher, any leaks under the sink. So that's the main part of that kitchen. And also any breakers, GFCI, the power. If it is not good, we have to light down as well. Okay, the second big thing in the house is the bathroom. And the bathroom, or master bathroom, is the most important part. We turn on all the water, check out the water pressure, check out that how the pressure of the water in the sinks, any leaks under the sink. Yeah, we check it out and sinks, how the pressure in the tub, and the water, and how's that shower. Let's look at the shower on this side. We turn on the shower on this side, it looks like the light doesn't work. It's always working. We can look around any mildew, mold. This is very common, mold around the shower tank. So it looks like I'll do it right now. So let's look at any leaks around the toilet, any joints are leaking, something leaks from there. So that's what we have used a couple times. And whenever we go in every room, we check the temperature is coming out from the AC. It's coming at 64. It's pretty much good. Normally 60 is the good number, but we have a 64, 65 right now. Sometimes it takes time to get the exact number, like 24 hours. But for now, we can find out. We can see all the rooms. If there's not a big variation, then it's good. The windows, we are looking around any leakage around the windows. So you can see the crack is coming up here. This is separation from the caulking and ceiling. It could be from outside. If we see any water or moisture here, that means it's coming from outside. So whenever we see that the kind of a crack in the insulation, we always recommend all the windows, interior and exterior, should be recaulked. Because it's recommended every 5 years we have to check it out, we have to recaulking. Let's talk about the foundation. When we come across the foundation, we have to put all 4 evidence to make sure the foundation is really the problem. So first thing, if you see the cracks in the bricks or the slab, so one thing. Second thing, if you see any tiles that crack, any cracks going on all around, long way, any way, left to right, that is the problem. Third thing, that if you see any bump or hard hips on that, like cycling or off level of the slope, if you see slope and off level. Fourth thing is that the windows, and look at the windows and doors. If you see any cracks around the windows or the doors, so when you have all 4 things, then you can say, okay, there is just 90% chance it's foundation issue.
So thank you so much for meeting me at the house and showing us everything. now, people are excited, they bought their first home or second house. What tips would you give them as far as maintenance?
Yeah, there are a couple of things when you move in, especially first time buyers, we always educate them. Like first thing you have, whenever you move in the house, check your AC system. Even we never know if it's pretty and a little bit newer, but I would recommend you have an AC guys to come in and check it out. It's service cost, it's not $75 to $100. Not a big thing. $100, and then you can
How many
take
times
it.
a year do you need to?
Once in a year.
Once a year.
I always recommend that when summer is starting, then get the AC guy to come in.
Check. Okay.
And
AC.
second thing is that windows and doors, caulking and sealing. I recommend every 5 years. And
Okay.
roof maintenance inspection is every 10 years. It's recommended. And whenever you are outside the patio, if it's raining, make sure there is no water standing in the area. If you see slope is not good, just get that proper
Get
slope
it
because
checked.
this is one of the big things for the foundation.
And once you leave it be, with the water for many years, once you're selling the house, 5
Yes.
years later, it can be a problem.
Yes,
It can be a big problem.
it's
Okay.
pretty much the steps while doing it. And also, highly recommended when you're moving in the house, you never know what's problem comes, the home warranty.
Home
Always
warranty.
take the home warranty when you are first time coming in, so it will be covered at least 1 year, so you know that you're living 1 year.